Hi, Eric Gibaud, ericgibaud.com, and today I'm going to speak about a camera that I didn't have the chance yet to check, to give my opinion, and many people have been asking me, please Eric, tell your opinion. Yeah, because it came out like 2.5 years ago. I speak about the Canon R6, and thanks to Digit Photo in France, in Metz, where I'm here right now, they lent it to me, so I'm going to give you my opinion. So let's start. Well, honestly, it is completely impossible for me when I come to France to test the cameras and record my conclusion at the same time. This is why normally I record the introduction here, then I work with the camera, use it, spend time with it, so I can show you pictures, videos I've made with it, and give you my conclusion that I will record at a later date. This is why you will see me in different environment and different clothing. This is the reason. So I'm going to reappear with different look, and I can tell you I really liked the R6 when it came out, the first version. I'll leave you the link here. And right now the price of this one has dropped so much with special offers that is really tempting to know a bit more about it. So I'll see you in a sec. Let's carry on. By the way, if you wanted to help me, I've got affiliated links in the description. Please use them, that really helps me. And if you wanted to buy Luminar Neo or Aperty, buy Skylum or any product from K&F website, there's a link in the description, like K&F Concept accessories. You get a 10% discount with my code ERIC10. In the case of Luminar Neo and Aperty, you get 10% on top of any offer they have. You see a great offer, still place my code, it's even cheaper for you. Thank you so much, that really helps me. Let's carry on. There are many videos on YouTube about the specs and advanced tests about this camera, so I'm not going to do all of it. I'm going to give you the main features and also my opinion, because I think it's not a need to show again everything, okay? I tested this camera with the lens 24 to 105mm f4L. For me, this is not the best lens. It's a good lens, but it's not the best lens. But this is a lens that comes in kits. So I think many people would like to see results made with this combination. I think, yeah, this is a fair result for what it costs. Okay. So why speak about this camera in 2025 when it's been on the market for 2.5 years? Well, basically because I think price has dropped. There are special offers now. And also because many people have been waiting to see if they would jump on that kind of camera, and they wanted to have the impression, a more longer term impression about users, and to decide if it's for them or not. So I think it's the right time to speak about it. So Specs. It is a full frame camera, 24.2 megapixel sensor. It has sensor cleaning, which is great, but also you have a curtain. When you remove the lens, there's a curtain that stops dust to get in. So for many people, that's interesting. You have a good IBIS with 8 stops. The processor is the Digic 10 that we already know on other cameras. And the autofocus has the dual pixel system by Canon that covers 100% of the sensor. It means even if you wanted to make a picture focusing just on the edge of the picture, it would still be possible. The autofocus can work in low light from minus 6.5 IL up to 21, so that's good. The autofocus tracking is extensive with people, dogs, cats, bird. I have to read the list. Horses, cars, motorbikes, planes, trains, so that's a lot. If we speak about exposure metering, up to 384 zones, or if you're on a spot mode, 3%, which is really small, that's great, I love that. The ISO from 100 up to 102,400 ISO. You can force it down to 50 ISO or up to 204,800 ISO, which is good. But this pushed highest ISO obviously is for paparazzi because it looks like a pizza, okay? But that's good to have it. If we look at the shutter speed, the mechanical one from 30 seconds up to 1/8,000th of a second plus bulb mode, and the electronic mode, electronic shutter from 30 seconds up to 1/16,000th of a second. The monitor is a flip type, sideways, okay? 1.62 million pixel and with an angle of views of 170 degrees, so that's good. You don't need to be just in front, can be on top or sideways. That's good. If we look at the flash, external flash, it supports ETTL2, and the flash synchro, if you use the second curtain, is 1/200th of a second, and on the first curtain 1/250th of a second, which is good. RAW files. There's one thing I really love about Canon. They have different size of RAW file. You have the standard size that use the full sensor, but then you have a medium and a small size. Sometimes you don't need to have the full shot. You need something for social networks or things like this. You don't need the highest resolution, and maybe half the size is enough. So you have this possibility. RAW files are 14 bits, like most full frame cameras and APS-C cameras, but beware, if you use the electronic shutter, then it's 12 bits of color, not 14 bits. The burst rate with mechanical shutter is impressive, 12 images per second, and you can get up to 1000 JPEG or 110 RAW file before the buffer is filled, and electronic shutter 40 images per second. That will give you up to 190 JPEG or 75 RAW file, which is logical to have less. Okay, so I think this is great performance. If you look at video, 4K 60p in 422, 10 bits, that's good. And in Full HD, 180p. And you also have the Canon Log 3 for people who want to color grade in post-production. That's a good way of doing it. So that's good, it's present in this camera. If you look at connectivity, you have microphone connector, a headphone connector, remote control connector if you want to use a cable and trigger your camera, it's possible. Micro HDMI, they don't put a mini or full HDMI, but that's logical because the priority on this camera is not making video, so that's fair, okay? And obviously USB-C. Then you get 2 slots for memory, 2 HS2 cards. Small parenthesis. Many people think that I would say the son of the 5D series or the daughter of the 5D series reflex camera, like 5D, 5D Mark II, 5D Mark III, is the R5, and I disagree with that. For me, the typical price range and what it does is more the R6 line, okay? So I think it's great to have double card because maybe people do social photography like weddings or yeah, social or even press photography, I think this is great. They have the dual slots, so that's good. And I think this is really the descendant of the 5D line, the R6. The battery will give you 760 photos if you use the monitor, and 450 if you use the viewfinder. Many people think a monitor consumes more power, and that's not true. This is just the way around. This is why you get this result. I prefer to use a viewfinder, but I know that many people use monitor, so they will be happy about these 760 pictures. If we look at the build, it is not metal. This is a mix of magnesium with fiber and polycarbonate, and honestly it feels really good. Yeah, it's not metal, but I think the quality feels really, really very good quality. The size is 138.4 millimeter by 98.4 by 88.4, and the weight is 670 grams with battery and SD card, which I think this is fair for the size it has is good and the weight is fine. One thing, this is what they call semi-weather sealed. It's not fully weather sealed. It means it will accept light splash or light rain, but not really heavy splashes. I think Canon is honest on this point, and probably this is the kind of weather sealing we had 10 years ago when brands would tell us it was fully sealed. And I think it's more like this. Still, I would take care, okay? I would be cautious when it's raining, but I think it's good you have this minimum weather sealing, but it's not the full shot, okay? Now let's speak about the points I feel that are really important for so many people, so this is what I'm going to stand out. The autofocus. First, it goes really well. Even in low light, the results were really fine. Second, you have tracking even at electronic shutter at 40 frames per second. Normally, at that speed, many cameras that will focus on the first frame and then forget about the rest. So if your subject is moving away or closer to the camera, then you have a problem. Many people will be misfocused. In this case, even on electronic shutter at 40 frames per second, it tracks, so that's a good point. One thing, as the sensor is not a stacked sensor, you will find that when you go on electronic shutter, you get a loss of quality. You lose about 2 stops of dynamic range. That means that in low light, if you want to recover low lights, you will get more noise sooner, okay? Is it a problem? Well, it all depends. If you do a low light photography, that could be a problem for you. If you do daytime, you will not even notice it, so that's fine. And when we speak about electronic shutter, most of the time we also refer to rolling shutter in video and also in photography. Well, honestly, this is a big step ahead from the R6. This sensor is a lot better. The readout time is a lot faster, 18 milliseconds instead of 30. And you will probably not see rolling shutter ever, even if you follow someone running and there is some pole in the back. You will not see the typical shape that goes a bit strange, okay? That's fine. And in video too, that works nice. So honestly, the autofocus is great and the sensor is doing its job. That's fine. In video, the video has a lot more quality than in the R6, 4K 60 frames per second, and also the autofocus has bettered a lot. Let's say I focus myself, okay, and I go behind a tree and come out again. With the R6, it will tend to then jump the focus on the background on the tree and forget about me. In this situation, it will keep track. Even if I disappear for a few seconds, I will be tracked properly. And this works for trackable subject. It means the one on the list: trained people, playing dogs, cats, things like this. If I do tracking of this bottle, probably I will lose it. But still, it has improved a lot. So for people who want to do some video or self-video, like a YouTuber that records himself and has to move all this, that will work fine. So for me, this is a good improvement. So about the camera. Honestly, I think it's not the best camera in anything, but it is a sufficient camera for most people. I would say it's a well-balanced camera, in the way that some people, they want to do a bit everything, some video, a bit of photography, they want to spend too much money, and the prices now are really great, so that's a good idea. Obviously, if I would do exclusive video, I prefer my Lumix S5 2X, for example. If I would do only photography and a lot of action, maybe I would prefer the Sony Alpha 7 IV. But if you look over everything, this is a well-balanced camera. And I cannot forget that my channel is seen by people in many countries, not just Europe or not just the US. That means that in some countries, you will not find a Lumix camera. So they're left with the typical three brands, Nikon, Canon or Sony. So even if I find a camera or recommend a camera that could be great for them, they're better to stick to one of these three brands because there is a technical service if there's any problem or there. So I think this is a great idea. So who is this camera for? There are two types of clients. People who already have Canon in reflex or Canon RP, Canon R6 first version. And yes, it's a great idea to jump to this, especially if they already have some lenses. Other people who already have Canon but in reflex camera, and they could actually use their lenses with this with an adapter. This is great. And also people who want to step in for the first time in Canon. So there are three types of people. Yes, because maybe they dream about a Fujifilm or a Lumix camera, but where they are, there are none. So for them, it's a great idea to get into Canon. But don't forget one thing. The mount is RF, and Canon opened the RF mount just to third-party people for APS-C, not for full frame. It means if you want full frame lenses, if you're going to mount, get this camera, you need full frame lenses, and they need to be Canon. So you have to check first if the price of the focal length you're interested in is affordable to you, because Canon lenses are not really cheap. Okay, so that's important to check this. But if you have other lenses you already had, you could get a reflex lens by Sigma, for example, typical 70 to 200. Use the adapter to the RF mount and use it. So I think it's not that close either. Obviously, if I buy a R6, R5, R3, I prefer to have RF mount by Canon than to use an adapter. It's a bit more chunky or this. But if you already have the lenses, you could use them. So for me, yes, this camera is not the best, but I think it's fully recommendable. And also one thing that is important, that we YouTubers normally present cameras when they come out. So that's a new camera or this, but we don't know how they will go in time. We don't know if in 6 months time people will say, this breaks, it doesn't work, this, that. So sometimes to get a mature camera, it's a good idea. It's been 2.5 years down the road. We have some feedback from many users and we can confirm it is a great camera. If I had spoken 2.5 years ago, maybe something would go wrong with the camera and people would not know it then. It's like the car of the year. They should give it like 5 or 10 years later, not the year it's made, because we don't know in time how it will go, okay? Same thing. So for me, this camera is even better than when it came out. First, because price is lower, and second, because we know now that this camera is doing good. So completely recommendable. So in case you would be interested, I'll leave you a link in the description where you can buy it. So thank you so much, Digit Photo, for lending me the camera. Thank you to you for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, the small button on here and the small bell. If you click on the bell, you will get notified when I upload a new video. My website, ericgibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. Also leave you affiliated links in the description. Please use them, that really helps me. And if you wanted to buy Luminar Neo or Aperty by Skylum or any product on K&F website, I'll leave you the link in the description, like K&F Concept product accessories, you get a 10% discount with my code ERIC10. In the case of Luminar Neo and Aperty, you get a 10% on top of any offer they have. You see a great offer, still place my code, it's even cheaper for you. Thank you so much, that really helps me. Also leave you my PayPal account in description in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much, please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye!